Hey guys, welcome back. DeFi, degens, drip, and farm for property. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all Forex Shark related projects. And today's video, we got the final video in the Wreck the Garden 21-day strategy series. So shout out first to all of you out there. Happy New Year, wherever you are. 2023 hopefully will be the year of drip. 2022 was the year of the animal farm. 2021 was drip. So let's bring it back to drip this year. So anyway, if you've been following along on my journey, I started on December 10th and basically did not compound or claim any drip, any of the drip USD seeds. And I've just been letting it accumulate. And now in this video, I'm going to claim this and then put it into the drip USD farm. And then also look at what has played out and what I learned over this. So it's definitely been an interesting 21 days. Learned a lot about the garden and how the mechanics work. But first, let's go ahead and sell these seeds. That's what we've been waiting on. Don't want this to accumulate any further. And then go ahead and plant this. And then I'll break down the numbers that I got in the spreadsheet and let you guys see how this played out. And then hopefully you can learn something from this as well. All right, sell seed successful. Let's go over to the farm and deposit these. I'm curious to see how many dogs I can generate from this, because like I mentioned before, this is kind of part of that longer term strategy, being able to potentially sell these dogs on like a weekly basis once the tax is low enough, and then get back into the garden basically. All right, got that staked. So got the 1% tax in. So I have 129 staked. So that was about $422. I already ran the numbers on here. Gonna show you that down here. So basically, to see how much I'll be making per day. You remember I showed you guys this on my channel. If you don't know how to do it, go back and watch those other videos. But anyway, you take the value, BUSD value, basically the LP equivalent, divide that by the total liquidity, you get your percent of the contract that you own, and then you can find out how many dogs per day are being created when you check over at Crypto Co-op, which is the easiest place. I showed you guys how to actually calculate that number yourself, but Crypto Co-op makes it easier. And then put that in, and then remember there's 100 total amounts of dog multipliers. So to find out how much the drip USD pool is getting, you take the 2016 divided by 100, and then you multiply that by the multiplier, which for the dog pool is 8x currently. And then you get your share when you multiply this by the percent of ownership. So I'm basically going to be getting 0.02 dogs per day, or 0.18 for the week. So not a lot at all. This right here would be like $5 a week basically. But remember, I haven't sold anything. So this was just a test to kind of get some ROI back from the garden. And again, remember that now that these LPs are out of the garden, I do now have access to this. So if, let's just say, Scratchy is successful and we get a nice $5 floor price from drip, then I can break some of these LPs apart, which I'm sure other people will do as well. And be able to sell them. So I have access to now, about 129 drip LPs that I don't have to take from my faucet. So that was kind of the reason for doing this. But anyway, let's look at the actual numbers that I ran during this test. Just a quick message, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss another video. This helps bring brand awareness to the channel, as well as all Forex Shark related projects. Thank you. It's still 3.33%. So what I found out in here, and I mentioned this in the other video, is that basically the best way that I see to play the garden is that, yes, one, take profits responsibly, but two, always be adding back to your position. So my wallet value, again, drip dropped a lot from there as well, but the wallet value on day one was 1,500, and now it's literally down 66%, even though drip is only down less than 50%. So that was a lesson learned there. Drip drops. Remember, the garden is a leverage play, so you're going to get hit that much harder. My wallet LP got cut right about in half. So that kind of makes sense based on the price of drip. The wallet value per day, again, was hit really hard because that is a indication of the drip price and the overall contract balance and the other indicators. But anyway, the point that I'm getting at is this right here. This was my eye opener. So remember, I told you guys that I was going to be looking at what this would have been if you compound every day, you double your plant balance, basically. So every 30 days, if you compound once a day, you will 2x or double your existing or previous garden size. So I looked at this as a test to see where I would have been come January 10th. So January 10th would have had me at 100,800,000 plants, basically 2x from there. And then as I was tracking the actual cost to buy that off the market, and it has come down substantially from there. So on day one, it would have cost $1,200. Now it's only $500. So that tells me, and it's going to continue to get cheaper, right? So what I plan on doing now, from now until January 10th, is adding in a little bit of a DCA based off of what capital I have available on my main account. And damn it, I was not supposed to put this in this account. This was supposed to go into my main account. So I'm going to have to get hit with taxes and move it. That sucks. All right, I paused it and just went ahead and unstaked. I thought there was a 4-hour period on staking, unstaking, but maybe it's not on the Drip BUSD farm. But either way, it's allowed me to unstake, and I now have this Drip in my wallet, and I'm going to send it to my other wallet, because I keep all of the what do you call that, transactions and stuff like that on my main wallet. This sub wallet is only for the Drip Garden, and that was from a test that I was running. So want to have everything on the main wallet just for ease of tracking. The second wallet, sub wallet, you guys remember, if you followed my videos from the very beginning, I made 5 wallets when I first created my Drip account. And so the subs are mainly for Drip, but I did this one also with my big garden. But anyway, move that over, and going to now deposit that on the main Drip account into Drip BSC farm. So got hit with taxes on the in and out, but I did buy a little bit extra while it was paused to get it back to the 130 that I was supposed to have. So I spent like $12 on Drip BUSD on the garden here. So I did that while I was paused. If any of you wondering why it still says 130, just because I'm anal and wanted to have the exact same amount that I started with, and yeah, I paid those taxes, so helped you guys out. Getting hit with taxes on the way in and out. All right, so now we can go ahead and do this on the ledger. So I'm going to pause this, finish this up, and then go back to the spreadsheet. All right, so we got the Drip BUSD staked in the Drip BUSD farm in the correct wallet. And as I mentioned, so this continues to decrease, right? So my goal is to see how much ground I can gain now between January 2nd and January 10th, because again, the 10th would be where I'd be at 100 million plants. I'm not going to put in another $500. I don't have that kind of capital. But what I'm going to do is take what I'm earning in the pig pen, which isn't a lot, but take that claimable BUSD, buy Drip BUSD with that, and then once a week, I think I'm going to take one dog, and or not once a week. I don't know how I'm going to do that since I only got 9 days, but I plan on taking some of the dog as well and putting that in the Drip BUSD. So trying to regain that lost ground by utilizing essentially the rewards from the farm to gain my position back without putting in any new capital, and then see how far behind I am with that, because now at least I have this position again in the farm, and that was the main goal, was to be able to have some Drip USD available and also be able to now get a position in here for dogs. And I believe with we're probably going to still hit deflationary on the dogs, over here on dogs, probably when more sales come out. So right now we're seeing on a dog pound around 60% tax reduction, 64% when you count your loyalty score. So I think around the 90 or so, we will start to see some more dogs be sold, which will definitely put us into the restricted area. But I think getting in right now into the farms and stuff is a good opportunity, because once that initial shakeout goes out and we find the bottom of the macro bear market and one more, we have the additional utility in the farms, then I think we will be moving back up to deflationary and then to pegged. So I think it's a good time right now to be putting in assets into the farm and kind of playing the waiting game. So anyway, my goal is to use some of these and then use a drip USD and see how much ground I can make up. So this for me has been a very informative test to understand more mechanics behind the garden. So my goal is to try to get this back to 15 LPs per day or whatever, using a DCA kind of strategy, and we'll see where I can get that to and how long that takes. But at least I now have a position in the farm. And remember, again, the garden doesn't have a max, so you're gonna have to at some stage take profits from your garden. Like, you can't just keep compounding and adding. So I think the strategy that I've now figured out for me is it's not specifically like that 40-hour work week that I was looking at, but whatever claim strategy you have, find out a percentage. That's what I'm going to work on, a percentage to reallocate back. So whatever you claim out, make sure you're also taking profits or something from somewhere else, preferably not fresh capital. I'm all about on this channel, you guys know that, I've said that to you. Right now, with where we're at, I don't believe in adding any fresh capital into the ecosystem. It's a matter of keeping the positions you have, trying to responsibly take some profits out, and then letting everything bounce back. So for me, it's all about trying to find some of the dogs or the pig pen injections or whatever, and try to gain some ground in these other areas without taking from my fiat and continuing to just add into right now a ecosystem that is on pause. So I've shown you guys my actual monthly amount and percentages that I've claimed. So I'm still down like 55%, which is to be expected in this bear market. So it doesn't make any sense. I mean, technically it does. You're supposed to be quote unquote buying when there's blood in the streets, but I can't in good faith just keep telling people keep putting money in when a lot of people have seen nothing but downside volatility and have not ROI'd anywhere near what they put in. So the best non-financial advice I can give is try to keep your positions that you have, but also find a way to take profits. And that's why I did this strategy on the garden. People are like, oh, the garden's a bad play, da 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 da. But since there's no cap on it, this is my other garden. My goal was to always be able to take out from this position and still, when things turn back around, be able to reap the benefits. So everything else in the farm and in the drip faucet has a maximum, right? So this is the way that I see this being the most beneficial, except for pigs, of course. Pig pen, you can definitely add as many pigs as you want, but that was my goal. So anyway, rambled on long enough. Hope you guys found that valuable, enjoyed the journey as I did, learning a little bit more about the garden. Again, the best takeaway from this is to take profits responsibly and to continue to DCA back into your garden as responsibly. So figure out what that percentage is and add that back in weekly, daily, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever the case may be, because you can see how much cheaper the 100 million plants got for me. So $730 off discount in just 21 days, how quickly that changed. And of course, the drip price affects that as well. So once we start to see drip kind of finalize or flatline or stabilize somewhere, then the cost to buy back in should also slowly flatline as well. Remember, it's going to always be cheaper, but it won't be as substantially cheaper if drip is not as volatile. So anyway, you guys know the drill. Smash the HBO special. Help a brother out. Like, comment, subscribe down below. And until next time, lift daily and achieve your impossible. And happy new year. See ya.